remembered something today, and it's to do with, like, when you're tackling a task on your own, and when you're trying to shift that boulder, and you enlist in the assistance of others, or in plain speech, working as a team. And it did occur to me, this is something I learned doing music, and when I started to do bands, like organize them myself, the band leader role. It took me a while to figure this out. The penny eventually dropped. And what it is, I'll start from like just giving a little insight into myself and how I tend to do things. So you might notice, Daniel, I often do a lot of work like solo if I can. Music as a bass player, I don't have no option, have to work as part of a team, being in the rhythm section until I decide to do some solo work or maybe bring in some vocals. For now, the whole thing is based on, knowing your role and working as that whole overall band sound without going too far into that. So, what it is, yeah, it occurred to me, and I don't know if we've ever talked about this. So, I reckon the reason I tend to work solo a lot of the time when I can is, I won't say I'm the most patient person when it comes to waiting on others. That's one thing. And most of the time, I like to just get on with it. So, and I don't like to, at this age and stage, cramp anyone's style or interfere with anyone's flow. Because I know when I'm working to get the best out of myself, I need to allow my own flow to just, go where it's going to go. That's how I found to get the best out of my own abilities. Now, working with other people, I kind of figured out in the bands is, you gotta have the right people around you. If you want to recruit somebody, you know what they do, you bring them in, and you just allow them to do their thing. Because any
Yeah.
other method I've tried has always resulted in reduced output. So, there's the
Mm.
micromanaging, there's the this, there's that. Yeah, sometimes you have to step in. That's how communication, and, someone sees something the other one doesn't see, and blah, blah, blah. You win as a whole. In general, though, I found, what people's abilities are, particularly at this age and stage.
Mm.
Once you doing the task, you just let people do what they do, and you generally get the best outcome. And that
Yeah.
ties into something we spoke about earlier. There's a trillion things you can do on your own. Some things have to be done as a team.